Hey everybody, this is John and welcome to the free video. And obviously the markets have been going a little crazy since the election, and it's been interesting in this market because even though the market seems like it's more news driven, it's really been driven just by what I would call basic extension levels. Okay, so here's the spiders, right? So if you look at the spiders, post-election we've had some consolidation, and then when we broke out again today, where did everything pause? Okay, so we go to this swing high and this swing low, okay? And what I like about trades like this is you always look for, when you take out the high, there's a 90% chance you're going to go to the 1272 extension, and then from there, the potential to get to the 1618 is very high. Okay, and you can see in this case, it's just boom, boom, and it's kind of knocked it out. And what's great about this is this allows you to day trade this market. Now, this is a 30-minute chart. If you want to swing trade, that's fine. But it allows you to get a little bit more active in the market. Okay, and so the question is, does this work with other markets as well? Well, Goldman Sachs has obviously been on a tear. And, once it has its big move like this, it can get a little tricky, but this is where you want to get levels involved again, both from the pullback perspective, okay? And first you want to draw this correctly, which is always a plus. So from a pullback perspective, and in that regard, you're going to come up here to this high, okay? Start off at the gap low, and then if you zoom in on this, what you can do is you can see okay, and what I like to see on this is that if we can hold, we kind of came up and we came down right into the kind of the 50% level, right? And that's what I like to see. And if you get something like this and come down 50%, and then the extensions are boom, 1272, and then boom, 1618. From here, you're going to get the consolidation, and then you can reload, and if from there you take that out, you're going to the 2618 consolidation, and then the 3272. And in this kind of environment where maybe it starts to get confusing, it's like, wow, how high can this thing go? The levels like this essentially map it out for you. And it's not just, okay, that's great, we got some day trading moves, but here's a huge move in the bonds. Okay, and if you guys remember from the election, I mean, the bonds just got obliterated, okay, and then they magically kind of stopped, and since then they've been rallying. Well, I mean, is it any accident that they've been stopping at those levels? Well, if we look at this, and you can see if we come up to these levels here, you'll notice that it's like, like clockwork. It's like when you come down and you take out this low, right? Boom, you're going to go to the 1272 extension. Boom, the 1618. All right, so it's pretty awesome stuff for this market, especially. So if you are unfamiliar with key levels in a market like this, okay, where every day the market seems like, gosh, how high could it go in terms of stocks, or how low could it go in terms of bonds? This is the key levels that you need. And whether it's a big swing move like we're seeing in bonds, or just catching the ebbs and flows during the day, unlike the S&Ps or Goldman Sachs, these are the levels that I like to use, and this is what I look at. And so Carolyn Boroden, she has a website, Fibonacci Queen, and we got this link set up at fibonacciqueen.com/fast, okay? And what she's going to be doing is called Fast Fibonacci for day traders, okay? Now, while it's geared towards day traders, don't be mistaken that these aren't strategies that you could just simply apply to larger time frames, okay? And she's doing it for day traders because she's getting a lot of questions on that because of the way the markets are right now. So she's going to be holding a strategy class on Saturday, December 10th from 12 to 4 Central, where she's going to lay out how to do it on your own. And then if you want to join her for live trading, which to me is highly recommended, she'll be doing that on December 12th and 13th from 11:30 a.m. Central to 3 p.m. Central Time. So what kind of stuff is she going to cover in the class? How intraday fibs can help fine-tune entries and exits. Why you never run out of setups. This is actually pretty interesting because a lot of times people ask, well, how do I know what to do? You never run out of setups if you're doing this work. How to trade against the daily charts and capture quick intraday moves. Why swing and position traders can dramatically improve profitability and reduce risk with precise intraday triggers and targets. And that's a good example of that. You may have like some kind of a weekly setup, but you can actually drill down with these levels on an intraday chart to get more precise entries, meaning you can use smaller stops. How to gain clarity in your setups by focusing on intraday symmetry. What intraday timeframes to follow, including specific tick charts, which indicators Carolyn likes to use and how she sets up her charts. 5 key elements of a written trading plan, which a lot of traders get wrong, and a whole lot more. So Carolyn, she's been doing this for a long time. I learned from her when I was coming up through the ranks. She started off on the floor and has got a ton of experience. So to learn from Carolyn, it only takes a small investment of time and money. The Saturday class is just $197. This is one of those things that you can recoup on your first 2 trades, trading a 1 lot. If you want to do the live trading for $397, that includes the live trading plus this class, okay? This is the kind of information you'll want to have a handle on as we head into the new year, and you can get locked and loaded. So you can, whether your trading goals are income or wealth building, these are the kind of precise entries and exits that you need to do this in a way that has the least amount of stress possible. Okay? Hope it helps. This is a essential tool in my trading arsenal. This is who I've learned it from. This is who I depend on for this kind of work, and just happy to turn her over to you, and you'll have a lot of fun. See you on the class. I'll be in as a listener, because I always learn something every time I listen to Carolyn. And that's the one thing in trading, you want to always be learning. The moment you think you know it all is the moment when the market essentially grabs you by the throat and throws you out the window. So I'll be there taking notes just like everybody else. Have a good one, and good trading tomorrow.